Ooh. I just get a notification that I went streaming. I'm the one who's streaming. Like, that make any sense? My hair looks alright in the check. We looking a little messed up. Dang. Alright. Fine, Daniel. Back at it again with I don't know. What? Or maybe we aren't about to start the first dungeon. That was pretty big exposition for it not to be the first dungeon. But I know the first dungeon is Tower of Zod anyway. We're about to go in there. About to hit the first dungeon, man. Dang, what? Oh, my hair's still wet. What? I thought there was like a bug in here. Oh snap, I forgot to read the dialogue. Where are you about to play Endwalker? You still got like school stuff. I'm probably gonna end up being in queue for like a solid 25 minutes, to be honest. I saw people paying. They were like 200k gil to have a healer in my party. To like queue for Tower of Zot. So the queues are pretty long right now, apparently. I started doing the roulette and it took me like 20 minutes for each one on healer, like on Sage and Ass too. Or Astra. Oh my god, we're going all the way up here. Oh. Great. So like right now, every single Like the priority is just tanks because there's no tank this expansion. I don't have anyone I can really. I guess I could. Oh wait, never mind. I said this earlier too. I forgot. I could just play one of these. Just get like insta Qs on everything. Oh, I forgot to spin my poetics. That's what I can do that later. What a lot of people did whenever this game like first came out is they just jumped straight into Boazja to level Sage and Reaper because they start at 70. I just did my roulette for Sage and then did like some of the blue quest on Sage to get it leveled up a little bit. Oh yeah, no, this is the dungeon.
A vast rock squats upon Favnir, and to its stony surface clings the city of Rads at Khan. Ye who enter here are subject to the scrutiny of gods, the gate's most watchful eye. The orb which beholdeth the truth of all things.
Dude, that stupid pondering my orb meme is not funny. Like every time a meme comes out, everyone just runs into the ground.
Pass beneath its
I don't understand that
piercing gaze, bearing down like a second midday sun. The fragrant haze, a mixture of sweet incense and acrid smoke. The cries of merchants mingled here with lively melodies accented by dancers' feet. Travelers seduced by vivid sound and colors were once swallowed up by patchwork streets.
This is the actual city here. Interesting. So we're not gonna be in the dungeon for like another 30 minutes on top of the like 25 minute queue.
Scenes to savor now. To what somber present does that divine eye bear witness?
Here we are, Megadota. It seems a shame to bring you here directly. Under normal circumstances, it would have been my pleasure to show you the sights.
And it would have been our pleasure to see them. Alas, it seems our tour of the city will have to wait.
I'm afraid so. Come, we should head inside. Your Excellency, may I present our honored visitors?
Ah, splendid. Most splendid. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Ahawan, satrap of Radzatan. Our alchemists tell me your assistance was invaluable in the creation of the warding scale. Such deeds ought to be recognized in person. Thus did I have young Varshan convey you here forthwith. On behalf of my people, may I express to you our sincere gratitude.
No.
A regrettable incident indeed.
But that
Her
wasn't my
colleagues
fault.
insist
It's
that we
okay,
honor
man.
her wishes and trust in the talisman, that it will be instrumental in saving Nidana and the others. I am eager to hear your opinion on the matter, so let us not stand on ceremony. Come, sit.
It's so weird, like seeing.
I think not. This charade has gone on long enough. Show yourself.
Maybe, maybe Estinia was onto what I was about to
Forgive me,
say.
but were you expecting musicians, perhaps? There are no performers waiting in the wings at present, but arrangements could be made if you'd prefer.
Nay, he hath the right of it. The time for artifice is past. Raise the curtain.
What?
As you wish.
You travel as assistants to the students of Valdesian, but you are known to me.
Oh,
Even here have we heard of the scions of the Seventh Dawn.
I get it now. I get it.
And for years uncounted hath this isle.
That's where that boy was getting these scales from.
Vritra, of the first brood, sibling to Hraesvelga and Nidhogg.
Aye, mine elder brothers, of Midgard's spawn, I was last to hatch.
Everything is coming together, bro. Like Heaven's Word.
Well, isn't this a surprise?
Estinia was like, I
We were
smelled that
told
back
Radzatan had
there.
an alliance with a dragon. Not that a great worm sat in the satrap's own hall.
A necessary subterfuge, as the true tale of our nation history illustrates most effectively. In the beginning, the rock upon which our city is built was home to Vitra, and Vitra alone. In time, the ancestors of the Matanga came to the island and established a foothold. But never did they dare disturb the worm's lair. Next to arrive were the Aura. Adopting the example of their Akasodra allies, they too treated Vitra with reverence and respect. And for many years, an understanding between our forefathers and the Great Worm endured. Until marauding heroes from the mainland came, threatening to shatter our peace and tranquility. When it seemed all would be drowned in blood, Vitra himself came forth and quelled the rising conflict. A peaceful accord was reached, and oaths sworn in Vitra's name. Thus began the dragon's governance of the fledgling state, which was to grow into Radzatan.
But if Vritra is still here, then your position as satrap is just...
A charade, yes. And one which my family has performed faithfully for generations.
Many envy the great worms their power. Were it known that I ruled here, then the fires of war would burn without end. I would not be the flame which consumeth my people. Those few who joined me in laying our country's foundations were, perforce,
So like,
sworn to
are you
secrecy.
telling me that this has been going on for this long and nobody's
Your
figured
eye.
out?
It was taken.
Tis here, buried within the semblance of flesh. The body before thee is but a simulacrum, constructed by the finest artisans of Razatan.
Please
With
look
mine
that
eye
word up.
nestled within, it doth serve as an inconspicuous vessel for my will.
So it's about what I meant, what I thought it meant, I mean. But it says an image or representation of someone or something, an unsatisfactory imitation or substitute. Interesting.
That would explain why I felt
just
the
a
presence of a
representation.
dragon upon our first meeting.
I am woven with wards fashioned to deceive such arcane senses. Though 'twas short-lived, it seemeth thy fusion with my brother hath left thee much altered. Estinian warm blood. From the very first, we sensed the nature of one another, yet did neither one of us bare his fangs. That is all I need know of thee for now.
With my secret thus revealed, I have for you a proposal. Not as a worm of the first brood, but as the ruler of Rad's Adan. With all haste must we take in hand the finished talismans and breach this foul spire. Thence, should it lay within our power, dispel its wicked influence. Yet even with the assurance of the warding scales, the narrow confines of the tower doth limit the size of our force.
And thus denied strength in numbers, thou must choose thy soldiers with care.
Just so. Yet though our radiant host is formidable, I see a surer path before me. Thou and thy comrades have contended with a multitude of primal beings. Most recently, thou didst cast down false gods in Padalthan and Cartanau, I am told. 'Tis upon that strength I would call. The Scions have proven themselves the most capable, and I ask that you serve as the tip of our spear. Talismans would, of course, be provided for each of thy companions. And should you agree to this undertaking, more will be provided to make use of as you see fit.
There's no denying it's a dangerous proposition, but the rewards may far outweigh the risk. Just think of what we might accomplish if we could equip all our allies with warding scales. I worry, however, that even the four of us may be too few for what you have in mind. Might we regroup with our friends first to discuss the matter?
'Tis no trifling task that I have laid before you. Go. Steel your hearts and hone your plans. Such time as you require shall be spent in crafting your protective
Steel your hearts and
charms.
hone your crafts. That's a
It
bar right
seems a
there.
quick trip back to Charlian is in order.
Wilt thou not lend thine aid?
He said, nah, I think I'm good on this one.
Whether your request be made as a great worm or the ruler of Radzadhan, I see no reason to refuse, nor will I.
I am in thy debt.
Other marble? How do I even get down here? Is that an aetherite? That is. I guess we'll be down there soon enough, right? I can return. This song right here is a banger, dude. Like this, great. Already talked to them about that.
Your time in Thafnir has certainly been eventful. In my opinion, carrying out Vitra's request and assaulting the Tower of Zot should be our highest priority.
I agree. While I still have questions concerning the Forum and their grand undertaking, we have all but exhausted our avenues of investigation. Simply pressing them any harder on the subject will almost certainly result in our expulsion. Therefore, I suggest we explore the ethereal sea connection by way of a letter to Master Matoya, then make our way to Thafnir.
I wonder, even with the protection these talismans afford us, what can we hope to achieve once inside the tower? According to Orenvold and Frodola's report, they were unable to free the Emolja. Worse, their attempts triggered the tower's defenses, which led to a summoning of Luna Afrit.
What does it tell us that the Spires even have such defenses? Simply pulling a prisoner from the wall is fatal, thus the direct approach is doomed to failure from the outset. Any further measures to dissuade such actions seem unnecessary. Unless, of course, there is a way to free the prisoners without killing them. Then it stands to reason that any intruders will be met with overwhelming force.
The towers appeared throughout the world in but the twinkling of an eye. 'Twas by magical means these structures were raised, I surmise. A spire thus conjured must needs be maintained, and I suspect an arcane catalyst, some manner of core, doth lie hidden within. Destroy the core, and the tower ceaseth to be, thus liberating the captives without harm.
So we can hope, and I would prefer to enter the tower with a working theory than with no plan at all.
Assuming Ishtola's reasoning is correct, the chances of the defenses remaining dormant are small to none. Any Primettes will have to be dealt with, and defeating one will likely only lead to the summoning of another. Our every victory will only compound the prisoner's suffering.
May we not then divide our forces? Those proficient in healing will focus on sustaining the captives. That duty can be covered by Urianger, Cryo, Yostola, and myself. The remaining Scions will proceed with the search for the core. Admittedly, this strategy puts both parties at greater risk, but it should bolster our chances of saving the Archosaurus by a considerable margin.
I just realized, like, I've never used trust before. How'd you forget me? Don't worry, it's not about me. Alice is a red mage though. She's on the front line. Get him in the right group. I've never used the trust feature though. Now I think about it, it feels weird to even do that. But I think it would be interesting to at least do once. I don't know if I want to do it with this dungeon.
I found wielding a sage's armaments to be rather intuitive, and look forward to testing them against a more challenging foe.
It seems we have a plan. All that remains is to carry it out. I will inform Rads at Han of our movements, so let us make our preparations and regroup near the tower.
A military post in what's left of the Hansa hatchery should serve as a convenient staging.
That sounds perfect. And remember, the experimental aetheryte at the confluence is there for those who need it, so there's no excuse for being late.
Oh, they got me going all the way back. Okay, never mind. Oh, like they got me going all the way back over here, but that's fine. This should be the entrance right here. I need to figure out what I'm gonna do during this queue. Oh, we were fishing. That's something I could do. Oh, I just realized. Dang. Every last one of them, huh? Because I'm not at the level cap anymore for these. Just realized that I could do that. That sounds terrible. I don't think I have any use for doing crafters anymore. Only reason I was doing crafters because it was like a way to pass the time. It was kind of fun. It was a way to AFK while I was like watching. I was watching One Piece, I think. That's why I was grinding crafters out. But next month I'm not gonna have a lot of time. I hope I don't have a lot of time next month. Try to stay busy. But yeah, the only reason I would do crafters now is I probably would only do those in the summertime or just passively just focus on one at a time. And not just try to hard grind these out. Cause I did like, whoa, why my voice just raised? I did this, I did blacksmith, and then I did alchemist in like the span of a week. I got all those to 80 in like in a week. So I was grinding pretty hard, like Ishgard restoration. I don't know if I would want to do that again. Take a screenshot. Actually, we can do this after we, yeah. Look at this lone island on the left over there. Why do FF14 NPCs? This is like the animation on that is just so like pretty I blanked out on the word. I don't know what word I was trying to say. Stiff. That's the word. Give me all the primals. Oh. So you could just do it with trust, but dang. Never mind. I was like, this is gonna take a long time, but I guess not. We just like took these before. The music! This is the Tower of Zot zone, if I recall. This is yeah. See if I remember how to play this. Lost my card. I used the wrong card. Dude, I don't have sex anymore. I don't have my set SECTS anymore. What is this do now? It's just reborn? That's so good. You can only. Okay. We go to. Where's the sound of it? We talk about. Who's gonna? So, how I feel about Ast right now is you can only shuffle once now, which is kind of, I guess, it feels weird. This tank is running, bro. So they've done this dungeon before. Oh man. Go 6. I'm struggling to even run out of mana right now. Feels like I don't have any, like, a lot of tools, but I feel like it's really easy to heal now. I was getting nervous about having to heal a lot of this, but like, I don't know. What are the last few skills? It's just literally this reduction and then damage. It's just all damage now. I don't know. I really feel like it takes up the whole arena? Wow. Dude, I feel like Ask really just lost its identity. Dang. You gotta move? What is that? Oh, this is Bo's the mechanic. Oh, I keep forgetting that F isn't like, it's not bound to the cards anymore. I can just do it. Oh, it's not. I feel like I can't run out of mana. It feels impossible. Well, at least we have this now. I have no idea what any of these symbols mean because I never had to play. I'm gonna get hit. I've never had to play any of these, I never had to play Ast whenever any of these symbols were actually relevant, so I don't know what any of these actually mean. Like the minor arcana. let him down. I still have that stupid ass macro. My fault. I really haven't played in a minute. Let me just let them down. Okay. That was a stupid ass map. Just breed everything together. Dude. I don't know. It feels very weird. I'm trying to understand it a little bit better. What's the cooldown on this? I forgot that I'm not a nocturnal. I'm gonna get aggroed. Oh, I forgot about this. I don't know why this tent's running so much. Forgot to cover the names. I have to target this. Keep forgetting to use those. It's the latest history. I gotta remember to use the minor arcana. I think I keep trying to use it, but like, I think it's on the... I think I keep pressing the wrong button. I think it's still on control or shift 5. Still not over this being the entire arena too. I stop. Am I not supposed to hit him? Oh, they're taking turns in there. Okay. That's the gold, guys. Am I supposed to hit all of them? This. You see this on the left? The enemy icon? That was meant for me, bro. I have to remember to keep using divination on its own. I keep waiting to use divination when I have every single card. They're not supposed to do that. Give me everything. I don't even need all that. Oh, I'm already equipped. Forgot. Oh. Are we just gonna fight? Did we fight 2 Magus sisters? I think we already did. The first one was one of the sisters, right? Dang, bro, this person's definitely been in here before. They're not playing around at all. Wait, running. Why are they running in circles? I feel like they're just overboard. Either that or I'm just not healing it. It's also a possibility, right? What else could I even use there? I feel like I used everything and we still died. I used like every damage buff we had, and then I used... Did we get all our cooldowns back? Cool. Nice. I used every cooldown I possibly had, and I'm like fully equipped too. I don't know, I think they just overcooled. I don't know, anyone watching right now, did I fuck up? You know. What does this even do? Didn't use my arm or light speed. I wasted that because they're almost there. I didn't really have any hope. Am I even gonna use this? Probably not. Here they go again. Gotta get ready. It's like I'm spamming benefit too, right? But I'm not losing any mana. It's like impossible to lose mana. I think the issue there is that I was just trying to heal. If I just didn't heal, I probably would have survived. Overall, this dungeon is kind of just like alright. There's just a bunch of straight lines. The fights were just alright, but they felt like they were reused from Bozja, so I mean, yeah. I mean, the throwback to FF4 though was cool. I hope they don't do this the entire time, but I do think it's cool. And the Mage's Sisters too. So like, just alright. Nothing too crazy. These dudes have most definitely done this before. They get the achievement. Yeah, they're just running this back to back. No one else got the achievement. For me. Scared. Let's go. Really gonna be playing the game. You're like, how am I even reacting to any of this? I have no idea how to react to any of this. Got it. Yeah, shuffle more than else. It's like I'm literally spamming as hard as I would. If I'm spamming so hard right now, and I just can't run out of movement. Oh, hey, my fault. Okay. Why did I stand still? My fault. They still got 3 sisters, so I'm gonna take the respawn. Why did I stand still and do that? I was trying to put the thing down. I think I just kind of froze. Gotta go all the way over here. Dang. I'll take the L. They could really just win that, but I mean, at that point they should just reset and they just dive. I don't know. I feel like overall, I feel like they nerfed it again. Like pretty badly. I feel like it's like a little bit too easy to heal. Ignore the fact that I just died because that was on like me just I don't know why I just stood there, but that was on me. They really could just win that. They killed one of them. Crazy. Unfortunate. Unfortunate. The thing I hate about like some of these dungeons, if you die, it's so unforgiving because you gotta just run all the way back to you. If I literally just didn't stop running, probably could have made it. It's unfortunate. I'm sorry, everyone. Fault, y'all. Oh, the Marvel stuff. Actually holding up the card. Uh-oh. I need to use my function for this. This fight is actually pretty engaging. I don't know. This fight, it really feels like a bullshit fight. You can tell, like there's a lot going on right now. I could see how this would feel kind of overwhelming for a lot of people. But if someone like went from the end of Shadowbringers to this, they might feel overwhelmed. There's a lot going on. Right now, I'm like exclusively looking at the target list. I just realized that, dude. It's crazy. I'm like pretty much only looking at the target list right now, like using my peripheral vision to like dodge everything. Real gamer, right? I believe I just said that. But yeah, like I'm spamming for my life right now, and I feel like I'm not losing any MP at all. It feels impossible to lose MP. Yeah, that dungeon was just alright, but the final fight was cool. And I guess the individual... I honestly didn't process what the individual sisters were doing, but I think that they might have been building up and like teaching you the mechanics with each individual sister, and then they all came together. I kind of didn't really realize that was just healing. Let me commend the, I guess I'll commend the tank. Read at 69 page. Read on that. I just greeted on like everything in here. Yeah, that dungeon was just alright.
Is everyone all right?
We fortified the captives with what magics we could. Have the defenses been disabled? All appears quiet for the moment.
The lower floors were disturbing enough, but this place feels wrong. The ether is heavy and thick, like wading through a quagmire.
I believe we stand in the tower's beating heart. What sayest thou, Stola?
I see it. Ether siphoned from the land runs up through the spire, flowing to a single point. This is the core we seek. Yet something is off. As large as this structure is, it siphons far more ether than is required to sustain it. 'Tis as if the core is feeding on the energy, consuming it. I need to take a closer look.
Alright, don't get too close. Tower of Zot and FF4 was pretty important, so let's see what happens here. If they keep going with FF4. Dang.
This is what we came to destroy?
Yes, if you would be so kind.
My knee-jerk reaction, there's going to be a limb in each one of the towers, and we're going to be on some Steel Ball Run shit where we're getting all the pieces of, well, if you read Steel Ball Run, you know who I'm talking about. But we're going to, like, Exodia, and then get every single limb, and then we're going to build, like, a Primal or something like that. Knee-jerk reaction, I have no idea what kind of connection I'm looking for here. There could probably be a FF7 like connection with that. I'm on record saying that I don't know what I'm talking about. Kind of sleep deprived.
What now?
My theory that the tower might come crashing down following the core's destruction doth appear to be correct.
Bully for you! And how are we
Oh,
supposed
10
to
o'clock,
survive the
dude.
fall?
Probably go to sleep, but then again, nah.
What of the prisoners below?
The floor beneath our very feet dissolves. Brace yourselves!
I pray I'm not too late.
Oh, what happened? Where are we?
By my reckoning, we're still on the island where the tower stood. But 'tis as if it never existed. Hardly a scratch. But how?
Graha wove a levitation spell at the last moment. Large enough to catch everyone, it would seem.
FF4? Let's see what happens to
That explains the
Grahatia.
lack of obvious injuries.
The expenditure of so much ether has taken its toll.
Yeah.
He will need plenty of rest, but should otherwise be none the worse for wear.
This song is gonna get me every single time. I love that song so much.
Then the immediate problem is what to do with our new friends here. They'll be much changed for their time in the tower. Even if their bodies are intact, I doubt we could say the same for their minds.
Angelo and I will take care of that.
I have every faith in you, Alize, but there are just too many for you to treat alone.
We'll send at once to Eorzea for more Porksies, and call on the local mages to lend a hand.
Hail, Scions! We were watching the tower when it simply disappeared. What happened here?
The threat is banished, and thy people delivered. They are, however, in need of treatment, and we of a secure locale and helping hands to assist us in its provision.
You shall have all this and more. Come, let us convey these unfortunate souls to the city.
Oh, that's why I haven't ever done any trust, because you have to go in there after the fact. I wonder. Or he's crammed into a specimen jar. The Grahatia jar? Uh-oh. You're gonna have a field day with that line on Twitter. Or Reddit, I guess. Very nice. Let's see. Do I want to do this? Get some more XP. I could do leveling on like Paladin, I guess. I don't even know if I want to level the tanks anymore. A weird spot to just AFK at. I'm with the Stinian. We're matching. This one? I think I took that one off. Yeah, I took that one away. Unfortunate. It's okay. We irritate. Yes, sir. We irritate. Maybe I should have kept playing Dragoon. That's okay. I like playing healers more anyway, so I'm fine. It seems terrifying to navigate. I low-key want to do Eureka just for that armor. I think that still is like some of the best looking armor in the entire game. The Boj armor was kind of a letdown outside of like the armor I have on now, in my opinion. The Gabrant or Gabrant one. Gabrant. I didn't think about it until, you know, really after I played Trails, but like there's so much dialogue I just skipped, and some of it, you know, for good reason. But there's just so much dialogue that the writers wrote for these characters that I just skipped. I feel bad about it now. Like Trails really just conditioned me to read everything. Close enough. I've seen this armor before. Nice. This is the song that would play every time we talk to Arbor.
Are we the last to arrive? I hope we've not kept you waiting.
Not at all. Your comrade is feeling better, I trust.
No. Much better, thank you. Harness remedies are certainly potent, in more ways than one.
One becomes accustomed to the taste, although I hope you never have cause to do so. Pray, take your ease.
Stretch break. Purpose stretch. Dang.
Full glad I am to see you all unharmed.
Start walking.
Valiant sons, for your heroism, you have my boundless gratitude. You cast down that dire tower and set free its hapless captives. You cleanse their souls of its corrupting influence. No words of thanks will suffice. In place of platitudes, I offer a bounty of warding scales. Pray accept your due reward, along with the goodwill of Radzathan.
Alchemists throughout the land were put to work in the forging of your talismans. The finished ones have been collected, and now await you at the High Crucible of Alchemia. Present this letter when you are ready to take them into your possession.
We are humbled by your generosity. Know that the inventive wisdom of Radzathan will be vital in restoring serenity to our star.
Every single one of those scales came from you, didn't they? You must still be in such pain.
'Tis of no moment. A mere annoyance compared to the dreadful suffering inflicted upon this land and its people.
Oof. Super important to move your legs around.
Albeit brief, my involvement in the Dragon Song War afforded me a glimpse of the myriad sorrows which consumed both dragon and man. Though you were half a world away, such tragedies as befell your kin must have affected you deeply. And yet, you chose to live among men.
In the age when that conflict first bloomed, my choice had already been made. In some distant place, man slew dragon, and dragon slaughtered man. Yet no hate could I muster for those smiling faces which did look to me for guidance. Not even my brother's righteous rage could rally me to his cause. I huddled here, secret and still, hoping against hope that which I had built would remain untouched by the chaos and carnage.
Twould seem we share the same desire for peace, great Vritra. To that end, I wonder if we might trouble you with another question. The Telophoroi are intent on recreating the final days, an apocalyptic event which we know to predate the sundering of the star. As the longest lived among us, know you aught of this terrible cataclysm?
Among Us.
Nay. When war and strife drove my sire from his home, he crossed the great expanse with only our unhatched eggs as company. He alighted upon a shattered source, its 13 reflections long since scattered beyond the rift. Of events preceding his arrival, he knoweth naught, save that which Hydralin hath deigned to disclose.
I see. So again, 'tis the inscrutable Hydralin to whom you must look for answers.
Stretch my legs out down here.
Seek you to divine the will of this star? If so, I have a tale which may afford you some small comfort. 'Tis a story from my youth, many, many years ago. To my sire, I once posed the question, Of all the stars in the sky, why didst thou settle upon this one? To which Midgardsummer did reply, 'twas the last bastion of hope. He believed so long as Hydaelyn endured, so too might dragonkind. Solemn and portentous were his words. What deeper meaning they held, I could not, dared not pursue. 'Tis a stone I've left unturned ever since. Yet take you solace in the knowledge that whatsoever Hydaelyn does strive towards, 'tis an ideal which hath earned my sire's conviction.
Thank you, Vritra. You've given us warm reassurance in a world gripped by cold uncertainty.
While I'm sure we all have a great many questions, I think it's time we collect the talismans and be on our way. Our fight against the Talotheroi is far from finished.
We must take our leave, but please do inform us if we can provide any further assistance.
Prithee, a moment. There is one whom my sire hath judged worthy of honor and respect. The one known to men as Eorzea's champion. This hero of renown and rumor, 'tis thee.
I don't know. Yeah.
I know of his clash with Omega, and the long slumber which was his price. Yet even closed in sleep, my father's eyes are far from blind. He is watching over thee, watching over this world. "'Twas a revelation most pleasing that thou, a child of man, had gained Midgardsummer's trust. But alongside mine elation runneth a rivulet of dread. For upon thy life's reel wind too many threads of fate, power, wheel enmeshed with woe. Amidst this tangled knot thou shalt know no rest. 'Tis an endless confluence of forces, a struggle without surcease. More terrible still is the attrition wrought upon thy companions, as they are swept up in the storm of thine existence.
Dang. I smile better suits a hero. Man. Man. Dude.
Take heart.
I've been smiling the whole time.
Well. They will be your strength and your salvation. The hope thou wilt need come the end. Even cowering behind my curtain, I know the suffering of the powerful. I have watched my siblings driven mad by loss. Thus do I exhort thee to spare no effort to keep thy loved ones safe.
Apologies. We hadn't meant to interrupt.
It's just that we do have a history of suddenly collapsing, and when you didn't follow us out...
'Tis I who must apologize. I have detained your champion overlong with idle chatter. Go. At war's end, I pray I welcome thee back into my hall, where together with thy joyful comrades, you may toast your triumph.
That was a good scene. I'll be back in like 2-3 minutes. Walking. I don't know how to walk in this game. I guess it's like a macro, or they might just be on controller. Isn't Zenobia a character in Xenoblade? I think it is someone else. I think Zenobia. Yeah, Zenobia was a blade in Xenoblade. She was cool too. I liked her affinity shirt. go over here. Yeah, bro. Saw that person earlier. Textures on the floor look crazy, like detailed. But you actually like look at them, but even then, these look pretty high res. The highest settings, I think. Yeah, we're like on the highest settings right now. Hold on, I'll be back. I gotta let the whole house know I'm streaming because they'll be coming like knee deep into my room. Come on, dude. I'm streaming right now. Take a look. Alright.
These are the talismans we were promised.
Might be time to take a
Yes,
little break.
and I made a quick count. There are far more than we could have hoped for. Enough to outfit an entire company of soldiers, in fact. Considering the involved process, that they were able to manufacture so many in such a short span of time is nothing short of a miracle.
Seems like a pretty decent style.
Once we have distributed them to our allies in Eorzea and the Far East, we'll have a fighting chance to bring down the other spires, just as we did with the Tower of Zot.
Or we could use them to invade Garlemald proper, and strike directly at the Telophoroid's base of operations. Of course, we would need to consult with various Alliance leaders before such a drastic measure could even be contemplated. To which end, I could set out forthwith and present the idea to each of our allies in person.
Pray allow me to undertake some few of those journeys.
Allow me.
I find myself restless and in need of purposeful duties.
I can head eastward. Bosnia and Dalmasca are just a short hop from here. And Doma's shinobi network should come in handy for passing on the word.
We shall share the burden then. Meanwhile, I think it best that you and the others take the talismans back to the Baldessian Annex. We must keep them safe and secure until we've decided upon a course of action.
Please, I must speak with you.
Nidana, you're awake.
Yes. When I spoke with the carer at my bedside, she told me that one of the scions, a young woman, had cleansed me of the tower's corruption. It seems I'd been asleep ever since the treatment. But when I awoke and learned you were all still here, I knew I had to come.
As you said, Nidana was captured only recently. Such a brief exposure is swiftly cured, so I tended to her before we gathered at Megaduta.
And I am truly grateful that you did. I cannot thank you enough. All of you, for everything you've done. Destroying the tower, rescuing our people. You've saved Thavnair from an awful fate.
Yet who hath truly saved whom? Due in no small part to thine inspirational courage, the alchemists were successful in reproducing warding scales of proven efficacy. Replications of thy work now stand ready to travel across the seas, unto the hands of those who might wield them against this rising evil.
The talisman? Is this true? Oh, I was so groggy from sleep. I didn't even think to ask. Oh, our great work sent across the seas. It was worth it. Oh, it was all worth it.
Look at that! Its color is completely changed.
What do you have there? How unusual. I wonder if the effect is a reaction to Akasha.
I'm afraid I'm not familiar with that term.
Akasha?
Flower is going to die at the very end of the game.
Energies defined by Harnish
Like, man.
alchemical theory. Though a gross oversimplification, some describe it as an essence.
I don't even know where this story's gonna go.
You imply that it is distinct from ether.
As foreign scholars often conflate the two, but we see them as separate concepts. Ether is an energy which permeates the land. It exists within animals, objects, even the air we breathe, affecting all through which it flows. Akasha, on the other hand, exists in a domain beyond our reach. A gift bestowed from on high, or torn from the heavens in some traditions. Akasha can neither be created nor destroyed. It is beyond our power to purposefully alter or manipulate. The only thing observed to influence it is an abundance of, I want to say, spiritual emotion. As a veteran of the battlefield, surely you've experienced moments of desperation or exaltation when you've transcended the usual limits of your capabilities. That is a manifestation of Akasha, the invisible essence harnessed by heart, mind, and unyielding spirit.
I really must hear more about this theory. Our disciplines are based entirely upon the idea that ether is the fundamental form of all energy.
I'm glad my haphazard explanation has piqued your interest. But even for us, Akasha is a somewhat abstract field of study. A lack of practical application lends itself poorly to formalized research. Which is why my analysis of your flower can amount to little more than idle speculation. I am sorry.
Nonsense, you have nothing to be sorry for. Your insight is much appreciated.
Shall we depart for Charlian then? I will see to it that the talismans arrive at the Annex.
And we will be in touch once our talks are concluded. I suggest you rest while you can. From here onward, sleep is bound to be in short supply.
You see all those minions just show up. I think I'm gonna do cut the stream off, and I'll just continue on this like tomorrow. I think this is a pretty good session. I played like 10 hours or something like that. It's ridiculous. But Endwalker is great. I like it a lot. It's hidden, like truly hidden. But catch you guys next time. I need to fix my lighting. So my lighting is directly coming from behind me right here, and like right here, and there's no lighting coming here, so it looks super bright. Like earlier today, I had the window open. The window's behind the camera. I had the window open, and the lighting looked okay, but now it looks kind of just like too flooded out right now, and it looks strange. So yeah. But anyway, what am I doing? Why did I do this? I don't know. I'm super sleep deprived. I'm doing random stuff. I'll catch you guys later.